Breaking now at noon, Madison police on the scene of a homicide. We're live at the scene with the new developments. Plus, Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance speaking in Milwaukee. We have coverage from the Milwaukee Police Association. You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Thanks for joining us on a very busy Friday afternoon. I'm Josh Spreiter. We begin this hour with breaking news in Madison. There's a large police presence for what Madison police are calling a homicide happening near East Washington Avenue and Stoughton Road. That's where we find News 3 Now's Maddie Heimsch live at the scene with what police are saying right now. Maddie?
Yeah, Josh, like you said, police are investigating this situation as a homicide. That investigation is, of course, ongoing, but here is what we know so far. A male suspect turned himself in just before 9 o'clock this morning to the police, reporting that he had injured the victim overnight and suspected that she was dead. Then Madison police came to this apartment complex behind me. They forced entry into the unit and did find that victim dead. Police Chief Sean Barnes tells us that the suspect and the victim were in a domestic relationship and that an argument led to the incident. The suspect has been in interviews all morning. Here's what the police chief had to say.
Again, we're investigating our third homicide of the year. There is no danger to the community, and the suspect turned himself in, and he is fully cooperating and being interviewed at this time.
Like you heard there, Madison police are investigating the incident as the city's third homicide of the year, but are not yet able to share the manner or cause of death. Barnes says the medical examiner will, of course, come to that cause of death and let us know. We will update you on channel3000.com and here on News 3 Now. But for now, police say the suspect is in custody and there is no threat to the public. Again, we'll continue to update you on this developing situation. For now, I'll send it back to you in the studio, Josh, reporting live on the east side of Madison. I'm Maddie Heimsch, News 3 Now.
Maddie, thank you. Some more rain in the forecast for later today. First Warn meteorologist Kelly Slifka has a look at your certified most accurate forecast. Hi, Kelly.
Yeah, good afternoon, Josh. You know, we do have the sunshine right now, and it's going to change, though, as we go through the late afternoon hours as some clouds start to move on in. High-resolution radar picking up a couple of showers way up to the north, basically in parts of Juneau County, parts of central Wisconsin. But I expect some more development over there toward La Crosse as we go over the next couple of hours. And some of those showers could be reaching us a little bit later on this afternoon. This is our future track radar. As we time this out, you can see some of these storms firing up near La Crosse, moving on to the east. So we've got several more hours of some dry weather. But as we get toward the rush hour, that's when we can expect some of these storms encroaching on Madison. All right, our visible cloud track, you can see this very unusual upper level low, at least for August, sitting right over Minnesota and northern Wisconsin, is wrapping those clouds around. It's a very slow moving storm system, but that's what will likely fire up some more storms a little bit later on. Right now, we just have partly sunny skies. But we will look at those scattered storms to fire up later today. Weekend looks pretty good. Can't rule out a shower tomorrow, but I think Sunday will be nice and dry weather throughout much of next week. It's warm. It's 80 right now in Madison, 82 in Middleton. We can expect these temperatures in the low 80s with those scattered storms developing later this afternoon through the evening. We'll time those out for you coming up.
She's humid out today.
Yeah, it's another warm, summery day. It's going to be a little bit less humid this weekend, though.
All right, thank you. To campaign 2024 this afternoon, Republican Vice Presidential candidate J.D. Vance already speaking today in Milwaukee at the Police Association. Just a short while ago, he spoke on a number of topics about law enforcement, saying Vice President Harris isn't tough enough on crime.
And yet, if you look at Kamala Harris's record as a prosecutor, it is the opposite of tough on crime. For example, Kamala Harris pursued a policy that would recategorize people who had committed sex crimes with minors and people who had raped unconscious victims as nonviolent crimes.
Vance also commending Milwaukee police for their service during the RNC, saying Milwaukee never felt safer. Vice President Kamala Harris is back on the campaign trail today, laying out her economic ideas in her first speech as the head of the Democratic ticket. Former President Trump already taking shots at the proposals. Here's Natalie Brand reporting from the White House.
With the economy top of mind for voters, Vice President Kamala Harris will outline her proposals to tackle inflation in North Carolina this afternoon, an issue she's begun to address on the campaign trail.
On day one, I will take on price gouging and bring down costs.
Her policy plans include calling for the first ever federal ban on price gouging for food and groceries, new policies to spur home building, offering up to $25,000 for first-time home buyers to use as a down payment, and an expansion of the child tax credit, providing as much as $6,000 to families with newborn children. Her proposals would require congressional approval and already face pushback from some Republicans and mixed reviews by economists.
Why hasn't she done it?
Former President Donald Trump at a news conference Thursday blamed Harris and Democratic legislation for rising costs.
She cast the tie-breaking votes that caused record inflation. She cast the votes. She's trying to blame Biden, as you know. So it was Biden, but I'm going to do a better job. But it was her.
Trump also released financial disclosures Thursday, revealing that his biggest source of income remains his real estate. The documents also show his stock shares of Trump's Truth Social media company are estimated to be worth around $2.7 billion at the stock's current price. He's also invested between $1 and $5 million in cryptocurrency, and he owes more than $100 million in liabilities from bonds connected to 3 civil court cases he lost in New York. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Financial disclosure reports only outline broad outlines of the former president's financial status. Former President Trump still refuses to release his tax returns, which should show the full disclosure. And remember, News 3 Now is your Campaign 2024 headquarters. You can find continuing coverage this election season by downloading the free Channel 3000 mobile app. More local news now. A Madison man accused of hate crimes is set to be in Dane County court today. A criminal complaint alleges 20-year-old Lucas Nowak and another man barging into a classroom on the UW's campus. Nowak allegedly went up to a student, asked if she was Saudi Arabian, then said he'd kill her. Among his 4 charges, a felony for terroristic threats. Nowak is set to appear this afternoon at 1:40. What is the final push for our News 3 Now Back to School drive? We are partnering with the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County to stuff the bus today, filling this school bus with donated school supplies. The bus is in Metcalf's parking lot until 6:30 tonight. This is at the Hilldale location. If you can't make a physical drop-off, you can purchase items from our Amazon wish list or make a monetary donation online. We have links to how you can help on channel3000.com. Still ahead for us on a Friday afternoon, a slight dip in mortgage rates this week and a recall on some candles. What you need to know in the Money Watch report.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. Moving forward.
Have you been holding off your furniture purchase? Wait no longer. Labor Day savings start now at Ashley. Save up to $400 instantly on furniture, like this sofa and love seat set, now $599, and special holiday financing for 60 months, only at Ashley.
I became a nurse to make lives better. Today, that's hard to do because of the open border. I've seen firsthand the damage that Kamala Harris caused as our country's borders are. Hospitals everywhere are overwhelmed, and American patients are paying the price. My patients are covering the healthcare costs for people here illegally while their own care is jeopardized. Kamala Harris is weak and dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
At USA Insulation, we fix hot homes. Over 7 out of 10 homes are poorly insulated. Is yours? Here are some of the signs. Is your house too cold in the winter? Is it too hot in the summer? Does your furnace and AC run almost non-stop? Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Are your energy bills too high? You don't need a new home. You need better insulation. And right now, when we foam your walls, we'll insulate your attic for free.
USA Insulation.
I am proud of you.
Choosing to celebrate the special moments. For those recovering from stroke, injury, or illness, choosing Encompass Health for inpatient rehabilitation may just be their most important choice.
Kamala Harris has spent decades fighting violent crime. As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug cartels and jailed gang members for smuggling weapons and drugs across the border. As vice president, she backed the toughest border control bill in decades. And as president, she will hire thousands more border agents and crack down on fentanyl and human trafficking. Fixing the border is tough. So is Kamala Harris.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Nobody wants to put a new roof over their head. It's too expensive. And if they can extend the life of that roof and get 5 more years or 10 more years,
it's a no-brainer.
What RoofMax does is it helps people in that they don't have to spend that $15,000, $20,000 on a new roof. They can spend pennies on the dollar.
The RoofMax product was a small percentage of cost of replacing a roof.
This is a great financial decision for us as a community.
Get the best mattress deals we have ever offered during the Mattress Marathon at Ashley. Save up to $1,200 instantly on Beautyrest Black, plus free delivery and special holiday financing for 5 years. Only at Ashley.
30-year fixed mortgage rates hit 6.49% this week, according to Freddie Mac. That's slightly higher than last week's 6.47%, but still a 15-month low compared to the average rates that hit nearly 8% last year. It comes as the latest inflation report showed that prices continued to ease last month. Trader Joe's has recalled over 650,000 mango tangerine scented candles due to a fire hazard. The company says the wax can catch fire. There have been at least 14 incidents reported of the candles sparking high flames, including 3 that caused minor property damage and 2 reports of minor burns. Customers can return the candles to the store for a refund or present proof of purchase online to receive a gift card in the mail. And Nothing Bundt Cakes is teaming up with breakfast snack Pop-Tarts for a new treat. The frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts flavor is only available in the small Buntlet size, and it features strawberry cake baked with Pop-Tart pieces and topped with cream cheese frosting, and a small Pop-Tarts bite on top. The new dessert will be available starting next week at Nothing Bundt Cakes locations nationwide while supplies last. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Carissa Lawson.
At the noon hour, here's your stock report. We're in the green on a Friday. Dow up 53 points, NASDAQ up 45, and the S&P 500 up 7. Our Call for Action volunteers are in the building taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You can call for action 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call-for-action. Pam is watching your egg prices straight ahead, and Kelly's tracking the first warn forecast. Then later on Live at 4, why spa treatments while traveling are a lot more than massages and facials these days.
Let the design team at Wanakee Furniture ETC help you find your inspiration and transform your room. Every style, every budget, our creativity, passion, and expertise will help you design your dream space.
Bring quality home at Wanakee Furniture ETC.
Mark, a little help here?
Oh, keep it down. The noise is making them angry.
Whoa. Hey, I'm not a beekeeper, but I can replace these windows fast.
Let Feldco be the experts in your home renewal. Right now, buy one window and you'll get one free. Plus, no interest until 2026. And we'll get it done Feldco fast.
Buy one window, get one free, and soon. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Maddie has heart failure, and it can't be cured. It's hard for her to get out of the house, and she's missed so many good times. She's getting worse, and we need help with decisions about her care. Our neighbor is using a Grace, so I asked Maddie's doctor about them. Turns out, a Grace hospice care can help us. They're already managing Maddie's breathing trouble and edema better. And today, she's feeling up to a birthday party. A Grace, authentic care and connection. Visit agrace.org to learn how a Grace can connect with you.
We know the fentanyl coming from Mexico and China is a threat here in Wisconsin.
It's why Tammy Baldwin is working to stop it.
And Tammy passed the bipartisan Fend Off Fentanyl Act.
It takes on the Mexican cartels and the fentanyl coming from China.
And Tammy Baldwin voted 32 times to strengthen our border.
32 times to increase border patrols.
And technology to keep illegal drugs out. Because Senator Baldwin knows
keeping us safe is her first priority.
Tell Tammy Baldwin to keep securing our borders.
It's the back-to-school sale at Hy-Vee this Friday through Sunday. Uncrustables, just $2.48. Lunchables or P3, just 99 cents. Basket and bushel mandarins, just $2.99 for a 3-pound bag. Hy-Vee split top bread, just $1.28. Kraft singles, just $1.99. Hy-Vee cereal, just 99 cents. Save big during the back-to-school sale, in-store and online this Friday through Sunday at Hy-Vee.
Let the design team at Waunakee Furniture ETC turn your design dreams into reality. With customized solutions and quality products, our passion and expertise will help turn your room into a dream space.
Bring quality home at Waunakee Furniture ETC.
Chicago hosts the Democratic National Convention, and News 3 Now will be there. We'll bring you live team coverage all week as the Democratic Party takes center stage in the Windy City, rallying around their presidential ticket. Plus, we'll talk to delegates about the issues that matter most to voters here in Wisconsin. Campaign 2024 coverage live from the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Starting Monday on News 3 Now, moving forward.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome back at noon. Let's check in now with Pam Yaki from the Midwest Farm Report. Happy Friday, Pam.
Absolutely. Happy to see the sun's back out. Warmer temperatures, definitely, you can notice that today. If you are somebody that is like me and is looking forward to a little grilling out activity, rain or shine this weekend, then you might take interest in the Wisconsin School of Meat Processing. It's coming up September 17th through the 19th, and it is pretty interesting. Dr. Jeff Sindelar, University Extension Meat Specialist, is one of those that's put this coursework together. Basically, they've got 50 students that can be of varying experience levels when it comes to meat processing. Might just be getting into the industry, might be a veteran that's looking for an artisan flair on those meats that they're using. Maybe it's a new cured ham or a special sausage or a brat, something that they're working on. September 17th through the 19th, they're going to get a little help from industry leaders as well as other industry professionals. Again, like I said, they've only got 50 slots available, but if it's something you're interested in, definitely check out our website, or you can also check out the Wisconsin Association of Meat Processors website and get involved. The fun part about that one is the projects that they work on in class turn into lunch for everybody, so everybody can critique how you're doing as far as progress. And Wisconsin Farm Tech Days in the rearview mirror now for Chippewa County, August 5th through the 7th, 2025. Back in Bear Creek, Wisconsin, Wapaka County. That is where the Clinton Farms will host Wisconsin Farm Technology Days for the third time. We'll tell you more about that next week. Barreled cheese today holds on up a half at $2.25.5. 40-pound black cheese unchanged at $2.10. And look at that, Josh, like we talked about, you and your sweet corn story. Butter today up another 3.5 cents, $3.18 a pound for butter in Chicago.
Holy cow.
Look out, retailers. Yeah, that is a big jump in just a day, and it does not look like butter prices are going to recede anytime soon.
Well, there's going to be a lot of butter going on that corn in Sun Prairie this weekend, so you can believe that.
All right. Have a good weekend, buddy. We'll
you
see you
too,
next
Pam.
week.
We'll see you Monday. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast. First, our meteorologist Kelly Slifka is out on the weather patio. You sweating out there, Kelly?
You know, it's not too bad because I've got the shade. I've got the benefit of the shade, and also you notice a bit of a breeze out here as well. But that dew point is up there, and we'll show you this coming up. But very unusual weather pattern. You don't really see this in August, but you can see the area of low pressure, the surface area of low pressure right over Duluth Superior. Kind of see that lobe that's coming in out of southern Minnesota. That's the upper level low. So they're kind of stacked right on top of each other. So it's a very slow moving system. It's basically going to pass right over southern Wisconsin as we go through the afternoon. Tonight, even into tomorrow, can't rule out an isolated shower, but we are expecting this system to be with us, bring us chances of rain later today. Here are those dew points. Yeah, it's sticky, 68 right now in Madison, all the way up to 75 in Janesville. So we got a lot of moisture in place, and with the heating and this cooler air aloft that's going to be sweeping on through, that will fire up these scattered showers and storms later this afternoon through the evening. Weekend can't rule out an isolated shower, but then I think tomorrow, but then we should see dry weather on Sunday going into much of next week. So just a couple of showers up to the north. You can see on radar 3000, not a whole lot of activity, but we are starting to see some of these showers popping up in southeastern Minnesota. Those will be moving eastward, eventually reaching the Madison area probably later this afternoon going into the evening. Now, as far as severe weather, we don't expect widespread severe weather, but any of these storms that does fire up, there's enough moisture in the atmosphere, obviously with the humidity up there. Can't rule out an isolated hail-producing storm, maybe some gusty winds as this system moves on through. All right, looking at the rainfall that we've seen over the last couple of days, the heaviest rains fell in southwestern Wisconsin and southern areas of the state where some locations picked up over an inch of rain, not quite as much up to the north. But it looks like those areas are expected to see more rain than the southern areas. We'll show you that coming up as well. All right, so the rain chance is good today. Still got that rain chance through the evening. Can't rule out an isolated shower tomorrow, but then we've got an extended dry period from Sunday right through much of next week. So here we're time it out for you. Scattered showers and storms rolling through the La Crosse area, sweeping on through southern Wisconsin. Here we're at 4 to 5 o'clock just to the west of Madison, sweeping through Madison right during the rush hour, right during the dinner hour. A lot of that should be moving on to the east fairly quickly, so it won't last too long, but a couple, 3 hours of some rain later this afternoon going through the evening hours. Then we'll start to see that humidity drop as that wind switches around the northwest. Once again, we'll start off dry tomorrow, but during the afternoon, this cool air that we have aloft, you get a little bit of heating from the sun. That may pop up a couple of showers. May have to dodge later in the afternoon. I wouldn't cancel any outdoor plans, but just keep an eye to the sky. That'll be with us right through the evening hours before most of that dissipates. Now, as far as rainfall amounts, looks like areas to the north may be talking about over an inch of rain for some, while areas to the south of Madison, lesser amounts expected, just depending on where some of these storms fire up. 80 right now in Madison, 81 already in Janesville, also the Dells, 81 currently in Boscobel, across Dane County, everybody sitting in the upper 70s and low 80s. So a typical August afternoon. What's not going to be typical is what we're going to see later today with those storms rolling through later this afternoon through the evening. It's going to be a breezy day with the storm system sweeping on through. A couple of showers tomorrow afternoon, most of us staying dry, 78. Then we're into some nice weather going into next week. Below average temperatures actually in the mid to upper 70s. Dry weather until next Friday, going into Saturday of the following weekend.
Yeah, those 70s look nice. All right, Kelly, thank you. Now let's see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
You know, one of the things we get requests for more than anything else is for dinner ideas that help us get out of that supper time rut. And yes, we all get stuck in it every now and then. Besides looking for something different, we want something that's quick and easy. Here's the perfect idea to get you started. We begin by placing a single layer of large raw shrimp in a baking dish. Then we set it aside for a sec while we mix together a stick of melted butter, some Worcestershire sauce, a bit of minced garlic, ground red pepper, chili powder, and a bit of salt and pepper. We pour this over our shrimp before popping it into a very hot oven. While that roasts, we can whip up some rice to serve this over, and dinner is done. Since this is roasted with lots of spices, instead of being sauteed, we end up with a really rich flavor. To get the recipe for our Louisiana shrimp bake, which has the most incredible buttery sauce you've ever tasted, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a buttery Nolan's kind of way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
80% of senior falls happen in the bathroom due to tripping over the tub. Make your home safe with a quick call to Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Get your tub converted within hours to walk through instead of stepping over. Low thresholds and strategically placed grab bars mean our showers offer stability and reduce the risk of slips and falls. Don't call a 1-800 number and pay too much. Call Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. Get a safe bathroom at a fraction of the cost of a full bathroom remodel. Wisconsin Walk-In Showers. A safe home is a happy home.
This is Kathy. She's about to see her dentist. She's afraid. Not because of the drill, but because of the bill. A big bill. But Kathy doesn't need to be afraid, and neither do you. Thanks to affordable dental insurance from Physicians Mutual Insurance Company. It's easy to get this coverage. Don't believe me? Call or go online for all the details. You could even have this free information kit. This isn't a discount plan or preventive-only coverage. This is real dental insurance. It helps pay for over 400 procedures. That's a lot. I'm talking cleanings, fillings, crowns, bridges, root canals, even dentures. Bottom line, you'll have help paying for routine care and expensive major work. But if you want deductibles, forget it. There aren't any. No annual maximum either. Plus, you can see any dentist you want. Stop fearing the big bill. Start saving at the dentist. Call now or go to sendinfokit.com.
Physicians Mutual, Physicians Mutual.
I
became a nurse to make lives better. Today, that's hard to do because of the open border. I've seen firsthand the damage that Kamala Harris caused as our country's borders are. Hospitals everywhere are overwhelmed, and American patients are paying the price. My patients are covering the healthcare costs for people here illegally while their own care is jeopardized. Kamala Harris is weak and dangerous.
Preserve America PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Make summer unforgettable with help from Menards. Whether you're soaking up the sun or relaxing indoors, we have what you need for outdoor fun. From creating the perfect place to entertain family and friends, to stocking up on your favorite summer essentials, Menards is your one-stop shop for your next summer adventure. Check out all the hot deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
If you're looking to better your golf game, the George Vitens Golf Academy is providing advice to help you lower your score. Here's Joel Weitz showing us how to avoid injuries on the course.
One of the last things you want to do is hurt yourself when you're playing golf. Here are some things you want to avoid. A stance, for example, where the leading toe is turned in. When you're trying to rotate through, that can affect your ankle, knee, hips. It limits rotation too. Keep that leading toe flared open, and then you can easily rotate to a full finish. Another common problem that can cause an injury is staying flat-footed during the swing, trying to rotate all the way through while both feet are on the ground. That can cause some lower back problems. Another problem that can affect your wrists and arms are more of a downward stroke in the swing versus making a circle. Feel yourself making a circle, lightly scraping that ground. I'm Joel Weitz, PGA professional. Improve your play the fundamental way.
Here's Kelly with the final look at your first warn weather.
Yeah, sunshine right now and a little bit sticky with the winds out of the west right now. Those will be turning around the northwest, but we're going to be tracking some storms. This is our future track starting out at 3 o'clock already in western Wisconsin. As we get toward the rush hour, Madison, dinner hour, that's when we can expect maybe an hour or two of some storms rolling on through. A lot of that should be ending fairly quickly this evening, but if you get into one of these heavier storms, can't rule out some hail and gusty winds with an isolated storm here and there, and also some heavy downpours. That should quickly move on out. We should see clearing skies later tonight. Tomorrow, can't rule out an isolated shower. I think most of us will be dry. Just keep an eye to the sky. 78, not quite as humid as what we're seeing today. 80 on Sunday. Lower temperatures next week. In fact, actually below average for this time of August. We're in the mid to upper 70s. A lot of sunshine, and you notice an extended dry period throughout much of next week. Probably have to wait until next Friday and Saturday as temperatures jump right back in the 80s with that humidity. That'll bring us also a chance of showers and storms, but no big storms after the chance that we have today, and we'll have more on that coming up at 4 o'clock.
What is our average temperature right now?
It's about 80 degrees, so we're just running about, next week we're going to be running a few degrees below that. So.
All right, not feeling a lot like August then. Kelly, thank you, and thanks for joining us. Make it a great afternoon. Have a fantastic Friday and a wonderful weekend.